Hi guys, welcome back to That Awkward Show. My name is LJ Galvin, and finally we received our Pokemon Go Plus device on Friday 16th, so I've had a couple of days to play with it. I want to show you some clips of me using it outside, just like a little bit of a test drive, and here are some highlights that I thought were pretty cool. So it's day number 2 that I'm testing out the Pokemon Go Plus. Right now we're testing it in the car just to see if it works. And yeah, it's like the range is pretty good. Don't worry, I'm not driving. I am being driven. But this is actually perfect for those people that still want to play while in the car, because then you don't have to open your phone and you don't have to get distracted. You just have to press the button whenever it vibrates. So I'm going to show you. Whenever it vibrates on green, it means there's a Pokemon nearby and it's going to attempt to catch it. So we press it and then it throws Pokeballs. If it turns all colors, it means you caught it, and if it turns red, it means you didn't catch it and the Pokemon fled. Which happens a lot, actually, because it only uses Pokeballs. It happens a lot actually because it only uses Pokeballs instead of the Great Balls or Ultra Balls, so there's not like a lot of chances to catch it if it's a powerful Pokemon. Right now it's lighting blue, which means it's a Pokestop nearby. You just press it and it'll automatically catch your items. And you'll get notifications on your phone for when you can check it afterwards. So it's a really fun way to start catching stuff. And now if my driver will take me there, let's get a breakfast burrito.
Hands on the wheel.
No! So initially, the Pokemon Go Plus device was scheduled to be launched right after the game in July, but it was Niantic that decided to delay it a little bit further since it was only working for Apple devices, but they wanted it to be available for everyone in the market. I don't think it was a smart move to delay it that much because Pokemon Go already lost a lot of its regular players, but hopefully the Pokemon Go Plus device will actually bring some of them back. Now here are some pros and cons that I found after using it for a couple of days. One of the pros is that you can still play the game without having to turn on your phone, which means you're going to be saving a lot of battery. The app itself keeps running in the background, so you can still check your messages or Facebook or emails, while at the same time the device is counting your steps. This can go towards your egg hatching or your Pokebuddy system, which will give you enough candies once you complete their steps. Which brings me to another pro: you can actually catch and drive now. Since you won't be having to pay attention to your phone, you won't get distracted. The Pokemon Go Plus actually vibrates a lot and it flashes a little light, so whenever you feel it vibrating while you're driving, you can just press on the button and no accidents. Another pro for those hardcore players out there, with the Pokemon Go Plus, you will actually be catching a lot more Pokemon. This means a lot more candies and a lot more dust, which will help you evolve and buff up your Pokemon and get it ready for battle. And for those lucky enough to live or work close to a Pokestop, with the Pokemon Go Plus, it'll vibrate every time the Pokestop is respawning, so you just have to click on it, wait for 5 minutes, and once you feel it vibrate again, you can click on it again to collect all those items. That means you don't have to be pulling out that phone every 5 minutes and pretending to read those work emails while in fact you're still playing Pokemon. And now, the cons. One of the cons that I noticed is that it keeps disconnecting itself every now and then, which means you kind of have to keep an eye out still to see if it's still connected, whether it's going into the app, or actually if you turn on your phone, the blue bar that marks that Pokemon Go is using your location will have disappeared, so just keep an eye out and you'll be fine. Since Pokemon Go Plus is also being used to catch Pokemon, the catch rates are kind of not great. there are a lot of 50-50, and it supposedly only catches Pokemon that you have already encountered before. Now, I don't know if it's a con or not, but the Pokemon Go Plus device actually uses a coin battery, which means it will probably last you a few months, depending on how often you use it, but at the same time, you're gonna have to replace it. This will set you back like $4 or so, which is not a lot, but it is definitely a non-rechargeable battery. So thank you so much for watching this video about updates on Pokemon Go. If you were one of the people that pre-ordered it and you have been using it for a little while now, tell me what you think. Leave it in the comments down below if you've been liking it, if you haven't. Also, if you have any questions or if you're a little bit doubtful of whether to buy it or not. And if you have any suggestions or comments or just want to say hi, don't forget to leave them down below as well. If you're on social media, don't forget you can add me on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, or Instagram, and you can follow all the other updates for upcoming projects or other videos that I'll be working on. And of course, don't forget to like this video. I don't know whether the button is on this side or that one, but regardless, like it, share it, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.
Worst Uber driver ever! I'm gonna rate it 2 stars.
At least they know what?